Shameful people is what they are. They're f***ing shameful, crooked, corrupt, fucking jackals.
Yeah, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and the spiritual wickedness in the heavenly places.
To be there.
That
We want
is
people to realize
Ephesians
that it is coming to an end, and
6:12.
not require
King
us
James
to
Version.
escalate in terms of
I like
how
that
we
quote.
look to deal with demobilizing.
So every day
Late
now
on
that
Thursday
we don't
evening,
take our
police were
freedoms
seen
back,
arresting several
just a
people,
little bit
including
more
the event
of our
fundraisers
rights
and organizers.
and
It came after
livelihoods are
protesters
being
had loudly
stripped
honked their
away.
horns in unison earlier in the day
Like,
in violation of the court order.
just like that. Oh, that was today's script. There is no script. Nope, I'm not following a script anymore. You know what I'm going to be following? This! Phew. And you know what? I am not one least bit surprised because nobody listens to me. They'll listen to artificial intelligence before they listen to a guy like me, a watchman. Oh yes, I've done the watchman work in the past. And you know something? It's like gonna fall on deaf ears because one of these days people are gonna finally wake up. Like for real wake up. They don't even know what that means. Oh, I didn't have breakfast this morning or the last day or the last 5 days or a week. Heck, I don't have any more food left in my cupboards. So I'm wired, you know, I'm like, ugh. I feel fine though. I had coffee. And I even had to work for that. I had to go fix my strainer. You know? And that's what you guys are going to have to start doing because you guys have to get off your lazy butts and actually do something. Because, as I said, this is really going on. You think that this is a big joke? I see people in hot tubs. I see people partying out in the streets. I've seen it all. Oh yeah. You guys are confident that, oh, just because it's Canada, that our rights and freedoms are just going to be, you know, it's going to snap back to the way that things were. We had 2 years. We've been lied to for 2 years. Trudeau has not listened to the people. Parliament is divided. But they're not going to lay a finger on Trudeau because they're scared. And the police, they testified. They could testify to the cows come home. It doesn't make a difference. It's all lip service. It's all word salad and rhetoric. I don't want to see any more of this. I just want to see action, you know? I want to see something. I want to see something happen. They've arrested priests, peaceful protesters that are not causing violence. But you know what's going to happen? Do you really want to know what's going to happen? Let me tell you what's going to happen. The police are going to enforce emergency powers from our new dictator, Trudeau. And they're going to arrest people. They're doing it now. It's not a conspiracy. It's really happening. Wake up, people. Wake up and realize this is not a joke.
The Public Health Agency of Canada confirmed media reports just before Christmas that it had secretly accessed location data for 33 million mobile devices to monitor the movement of Canadians during COVID-19. That number represents roughly 87% of the population who were spied on without any knowledge that the government was accessing their data. Public Health Agency of Canada officials were forced to admit this had occurred after a request for proposal was published with a call for interest in continuing a program of collecting data for up to 5 more years.
Canada, we're here with Keith. This is our legal representation out here. He's got a little bit of info for you for the letters that have been being left on everybody's doorsteps by Ottawa City Police today. This is important information. Everybody needs to get this out. Keith?
Hi there. I'm legal counsel to the not-for-profit Freedom Convoy. The federal government released a new proclamation last night under the Emergencies Act, and the legal wording of it is clear. It doesn't say what the police are telling you it says. It clearly, the legal proclamation that was issued by the federal government continues to allow for peaceful protests. It allows for peaceful assembly. It allows for Canadians who are concerned about their charter rights and who want to bring their children to participate in the restoration of their future rights to come to Ottawa. The order says that you can only not come to Ottawa if you're going to disrupt international trade, disrupt critical infrastructure, or engage in acts of violence. No one involved in this freedom movement, none of the truckers support any of those things. So if you're thinking about doing those things, don't come and give your head a shake. Yep. We're about peaceful protest. This emergency order from the federal government does not restrict Canadians' rights of peaceful assembly. However, what we can see on the ground here is the police look to be gearing up. It looks like the federal government is going to tell the police to go and use violence against lawful protesters. And one way to stop that from happening is Canadians who are concerned about their rights and government overreach to come to Ottawa as soon as you can get here and stand with the truckers. We believe the police are reluctant to follow this. If they follow what the federal government's telling the police to do, it will be an illegal order. It will be unlawful. So if you come and stand with the protesters, it will make it harder for the police to act on what they're being told to do. And it's really important that freedom-loving Canadians get to Ottawa as soon as possible to stand with the truckers and exercise their legal charter rights of peaceful assembly.
We'll be here, guys. Remember, peace is the only way out of this. The only way to win with a tyrannical government like what we have right now is to stand up to them. We can't back down. We've come too far. We have to follow this through. Thank you, guys.
It's just a mask.
It's just 6 feet.
Just 3 weeks.
It's just non-essential businesses.
It's just non-essential workers.
Just gyms, salons, and sporting activities.
Just until we work it out.
It's just a bar.
Just a restaurant.
Just adult care facilities.
It's just schools.
Just to save your grandmother.
It's just until the cases go down. Just to flatten the curve.
Just to keep others from living in fear.
It's just a few more weeks.
Just to keep from overwhelming medical services.
Just places of worship.
It's just singing.
It's just missing the birth of your child.
Just a canceled birthday party.
It's just a wedding.
It's just a funeral.
Just to travel.
It's just 3 months of lockdown.
It's just some stickers on the floor.
Just a one-way system.
It's just temporary plastic barriers.
It's just until we get the vaccine.
It's just an app.
Just for tracking.
It's just to let others know they're safe when you're near.
Just to let others know with who you've been in contact.
Just in some areas.
It's just a government guideline.
Just for your own good.
It's just to protect others.
It's just fact-checking, not censorship.
Just a government mandate.
Just the law now.
Just a scientific fact.
It's just these scientists and doctors. Not those.
Just because of the second wave.
It's just to keep your child safe.
It's just another lockdown.
It's just 4 more weeks.
Just cancel Christmas and New Year's.
It's just school. They can do it from home.
Just to swab up your nose.
It's just so you can keep your job.
It's just for medical information.
Just a jab.
Just a card to store your medical information.
It's just so you can travel.
It's just for your passport.
It's just so you can send your kids to school.
It's just a third jab.
It's just so you can go to a concert.
Just so you can get a driver's license.
Just so you can vote.
Just a facility to keep others safe from you.
It's just because of the third variant.
It's just a few more years.
Just for those people.
Just better to keep it this way.
Just because we said so.
It's just your freedom.
It's not just.
It's
Unjust.
Start
Resisting.
Now.
they.
Will.
never.
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 Ever.
Stop.
If you walk into a grocery store and you see products on the shelves, thank a trucker. If you walk into a grocery store and you see empty shelves, thank Justin Trudeau. His policy of vaccine vendetta against our hardworking truckers is going to drive up the cost for our people, drive people out of work, and leave us with empty shelves.